kind of.
All right, here we are. Hey, what's happening, Albuquerque? B2B, the network. Luis Hernandez coming at you live from the West Central Community Development offices right here at 5921 Central Avenue Northwest in beautiful Albuquerque, Nuevo Mexico. That's right, folks. We are broadcasting live from the West Side. There's my hand right there. Can you see it? West Side. Right. And, of course, now, if you guys were part of the show yesterday, you know that we did our very best to broadcast the show to talk about all kinds of wonderful things. And so, yes, I don't want to call you by your nicknames.
Yeah, we'll bypass that.
We have we do have nicknames for everybody.
I don't think I have one.
We're not going to share exactly what those nicknames are,
Isn't it
right?
Furby?
But we do have Jared. What's up, Jared?
Hey,
What up?
Jared.
How are you, senor?
Doing good. This is the first time I've been here.
Very first time to this office.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you
So
all.
you gotta tell me a little
I'm
bit
going to
about
tell
it,
you
man.
all about the office here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we also have Sarah.
Hey,
Hi, Sarah.
I'm back.
Sarah is back.
She's
I promise you guys that we're going to do our very best to contain her. She does have a sidekick today, and would you like to introduce your sidekick
Oh,
today?
do it. Do it with a nickname.
Furby.
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 Okay.
Bianca Furby.
Because
Uncle
why?
Furby.
Though.
Yes.
The eyes, the big eyes.
The big eyes.
The big eyes.
Yes.
Okay.
Not
We'll
because
leave
of
it at
the
that.
colors or the fur.
All right. Well, there you have it.
Yeah,
right.
there's Furby.
Okay, and I'm not sure now. Do we have a producer over here? Is that?
Oh, we do.
We do.
Christine.
Hi,
And she's
Christine.
awesome and amazing and adorable.
Are you?
as well.
Are you
She-
broadcasting us live from there as well?
No.
What
She's
is
just
that?
taking some pictures.
Yeah.
some
I like the
pictures.
one
I thought
yesterday
she
where
was
my
gonna
face
go
was
live.
like this.
She's Loca Latina Cristina.
Loca Latina Cristina.
Yeah.
I think
me
I
see.
need a better name because Furby doesn't go with that.
Oh, do you
Yeah,
feel
'cause
like I
There
undersold
she is
you
back
on your
there.
name?
Wave to everybody; they can see you. Kind of.
Kind of, yeah. See, once she heard Christine's name, she got jelly.
I know.
I
Look
did.
at that.
There you
She's
go.
like, whoa, mine is
She's like,
really
I know.
not that
Christine's
amazing.
A really good name.
Yeah.
All right, I got James tuning in. He says, I live in the extreme outskirts of the West Side. Gallup, more specifically. That is
Awesome.
the far west.
Very
Super
west.
Yeah, that's my hometown.
The Gallup is your
Oh.
hometown?
That's Christine's hometown.
Is that, Christine, is that your hometown,
That's
Gallup?
right.
Gallup?
Shout out to G-Town. What
There
up?
you go. Gallup, New
G-Town.
Mexico.
G-Town in the house. Yeah.
Well, so I got to tell you, here on the West Side, we, this organization has been in existence for a while now. I would say about 12, 11 years. Don't hold me to the exact time, but it's been out for a while. And, it's a community development group, right? Excuse me, I need some water.
Yeah, I'm
Because
glad
of the
we got-
cheesecake that
Thanks,
I ate.
Bianca, for the water.
The
Thanks.
cheesecake.
I
Yeah,
didn't
don't
think
let
you were
it
gonna
sit
get
in
me
your
one.
purse too long. I did that yesterday.
Oh, it
So-
melted.
It's water. It
Well,
won't
actually,
sweat.
So
we both
sad.
did, and we both said, our stomach kind of hurt. I think we left the
Yeah.
cheesecake in our
We
purse too
carried
long.
it in our purse for like, what,
Moldy
2 hours?
cheese.
Yeah, it was like
Right.
2 hours.
Jared,
'cause-
you have a purse?
No.
Because you
I don't
guys,
have a
you
purse.
guys all went to go eat lunch yesterday at the same place, right?
Yes, sir.
And she said that you guys left your cheesecake in your purse too long.
Oh, not me.
Oh,
Those
just
ladies.
her.
No,
We did.
no, it was us. So we went and
My
got our
merce.
cheesecake.
I have a merce. I have a man purse.
A merce.
A merce.
A merce.
Man purse.
First.
Or don't ever leave cheesecake too long in your
Oh,
merce.
yeah.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah.
Don't
Promise.
leave the cheesecake in your purse or your merce too long. It'll make your tummy not feel well. You'll have to go see the school nurse, and she'll want to call your parents and send you home. And your parents are busy. They
Yeah.
don't have time for this.
Yeah, you're grown up. You should know when not to eat.
It's
Old
cheesecake from the
cheesecake.
It wasn't
Cheesecake
that
Factory.
Old. We snuck
It
it
wasn't.
into the movie.
But it's been sitting out in a
Yeah.
130-degree car in your
No,
In my
we carried it in the purse.
Yeah, and then we took it in the movies, and then we ate it.
and then you got sick.
It was good at the movie, except
It was-
I didn't
I
realize,
mean-
when you're eating it in the dark, because, in movie
Mhm.
theater, and I bit in, and
The
I was like, oh my gosh,
consistency
that's
was
not
different,
cheesecake.
though.
And I realized I had taken the whole lime and, shoved it in my mouth.
I didn't know that.
'Cause I know it was a really weird texture, and it freaked me out. But I didn't
Why
realize,
didn't you
'cause-
say anything? We
She's
could've
eating in
talked
the
about it.
dark, eating moldy cheesecake in the dark.
and I ate the
phenomenal.
lime. It's like, I don't know, eating the
there was
worm out
there
of
was
tequila.
lime on the cheesecake.
Like the
Yes, it was a
decorative
lime,
you know,
key
the really
lime
old,
cheesecake.
gross
Okay,
lime that
okay,
they-
all
And so
right.
they had a
Key-
slice, and of course,
Or
when you're
the
eating,
garnish, you shouldn't be eating that.
I
Yeah.
couldn't see the
Did you spit it
garnish.
out?
Yes.
So how
I
was,
didn't.
how
I
was the
missed
movie?
it.
Was the movie pretty
The
good?
movie was okay. You would have got a lot out of it.
Yeah.
A lot of training.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe you and I will go see what movie
Yeah,
was
well,
it?
Hustlers.
Hustlers.
Yeah.
I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
But probably not the same.
Not
though.
like that.
Yeah,
Not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same. Yeah.
Not yet. There's still room.
We are on Central.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not for that reason. Again, like I said, this is a community development group, and so within that, I'll just tell you there are two amazing events that this group produces throughout the year. One of them is coming up this Saturday, and it's the West Fest. Simply put, what it is a community engagement event disguised as a big fiesta, right? And so what we do is we engage with the community. We have surveys and we ask them, hey, what kind of amenities do you guys want to see on the west side? What kind of amenities do you want to see here in the Southwest Corridor? More importantly, what is it that you want to see happen here on the west side? Do you want this restaurant? Do you want that restaurant? Do you need these types of services from the city, county, and the state? Do you want to see this type of retailer come up? So all these wonderful things, right? And it happens here on the west side. And in order to get people out there, we put on a super huge concert, right? So we've got Al Hurricane Jr., Gonzalo, Marisol Flores, who just performed with the Cumbia Kings last weekend. My very own daughter, Aria Marie Hernandez,
Nice.
will be performing. We also have Burque Soul, Dancing Stars Dance Studio, and even one of the poet laureates of our great city of Albuquerque, Mr. Manuel Gonzalez. I believe that's his last name, right? Something like that. But a lot of interesting things. We're going to have a super huge car show with over 10,000 cars. Okay,
That would be phenomenal.
Maybe not
right?
that many.
That would be phenomenal. If you had 10,000 cars, man.
Maybe not that many. Maybe a couple of cars with 10,000 miles on them. But we're also having a boxing tournament at the event, and so we have 19 bouts.
Nice.
Right. I'm wondering if maybe we can get the two of you in the ring. And we
Yeah, that'd be
can,
awesome.
I would probably be too vicious.
And we can go
get
for
me in
20
there,
bouts.
I'm like a rabid dog.
She's a
great
future
idea.
farmer. She knows how to
Got
throw
my
bales
farmer
of hay.
muscles.
We could get outfits. And we can,
Oh,
like,
we could get
really
those outfits we
coordinate
tried
it.
on yesterday. Remember the ones that made us look like we were
You're
opening an
in
auto
yeah.
shop?
Auto shop. I saw that.
Yeah.
Those are
get
good.
your auto shop outfits on. You guys can be on the bout. It is a sanctioned event, so you could one of you two could walk away with the title.
That'd be awesome.
We can,
We should do it.
We should do it.
And
all
if
for
you don't
this.
want to do that, we could just put some boxing gloves on you and
There you
do
go.
it another time.
Yeah, we can do it another time. But now you two are going to be participating in the event. We do have vendors that will be out
Yeah,
there.
we're going to be out there.
You guys will be out showcasing both businesses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Yep,
the
Okay.
we're
businesses,
partnered.
yep.
So tell us what those businesses are.
So American National Insurance, Home Auto Life.
Well, you got to talk into the
commercial-
microphone.
Am I too far away?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yep.
I'm so, okay.
We
I'm
got
sorry,
switch
Sarah.
out.
There
I'm
you
just
go.
kidding. American National Insurance, Home Auto Life Commercial, do everything, and I partner with Sarah.
Yes, and I'm with Keller Williams Realty, so realtor down in Las Vegas. I do Albuquerque as well, so mostly residential and land sales.
So you're all the way over there.
I'm
Over there.
all the way down there, but I come up here because I love my peeps up here too.
You know,
She means me. I just want to clarify.
I know we're like
peeps.
really cozy today.
Yeah.
I know a ton of realtors, and I'm sure you do too, right? Because
Yeah,
you are.
I'm a realtor.
You're a realtor,
I'm a
right?
realtor with Berkshire Hathaway. I speak realty.com.
I speak realty. Is that like
Yep.
a language or?
Yeah, it is.
Real
Isn't
estate
it?
is
really
a
is.
language.
Yeah,
It really
it's a whole
is.
dictionary, man. Real
Uh,
estate dictionary. You gotta
Real
pick it
estate
up, read it,
dictionary.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
no. I mean that's, but it's actually the company, right?
Yeah, and it's Berkshire Hathaway. I Speak Realty is our team.
Is
so
your
it's
team,
Our,
okay.
It's our website. It's our
Gotcha.
team. So we have a team of 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
I speak realty, and it is a language. It is a language, and I was just gonna say, like, I know a ton of realtors, right? But I haven't seen as much as I've seen you in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Because
It's a
I'm
good thing.
adorable.
I don't think that's why, but if that's what you want to call it, perfect.
It's true.
Okay, okay. We're gonna roll with that. We're gonna roll with that.
James
James,
got silent. We
James
don't know
says
what to say.
James
We don't know
says
what to
nice, right? But no, that's because you're involved in a lot
I
of things.
am.
That
I'm
are going
involved
on.
in a lot of, between Thor, the second annual Gold Star Moms that we have coming up. We're going to talk about that in just a second.
Right.
I really like to get out into our communities, whether it be Las Unas, Albuquerque, to stay active. Also part of the Valencia County Business Women organization down there as well. So I just find it really important to get out there and help out your communities.
That's what
I
it's
like
all
that.
about.
Well, that's
all
kind of what our topic of the day is. Today is really talking about the community.
The community, yes.
Talking about how we get out there, how we get involved, how we infuse our businesses into the communities to support. Right?
Right.
Are you guys okay over there?
We're
We're
good.
trying to.
They're giggling
We're
like a
still
couple
trying
of
to get
schoolgirls.
comfortable, yeah.
I'm sorry, we're trying to adjust. So we're
She's
really.
making it really hot with her
cozy.
legs on me, and I was
I
like,
do.
So
Once
she's
I get
trying to
near
give me air.
someone, it's like a hot flash, and I just don't know what to
She's
do
really
with it.
hot.
I do.
Warm body. Her body is really.
Remember my
know.
nickname? Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of.
Okay. So we're gonna have to make it.
Just
So we
the
got
way it
we
is.
got this. I got to tell you, we're in an old school building, right? And we have one unit, one AC unit, and it does a phenomenal job of cooling off the other side of the building. But not this particular side of the building. And today, we're topping almost 90.
Almost hitting you.
Almost 90 degrees, and it's a hot one out there today, right? So
little
here in this
hot.
little
It's hot
corner,
enough to make your cheesecake go bad. man. I'm telling you.
hot enough. Did you get that?
Yeah.
It melts your cheesecake. It starts slightly sliding to the other side of the
That's right.
container.
Hot- I like that.
It was just on this side of
I
the
know.
container.
If
Hot
there's any-
enough
to melt
make
your
your cheese-
cheesecake.
Yeah. Make your cheesecake
Cheesecake
melt.
go, yeah.
I'm gonna pray for you too. I'm gonna pray for you guys.
But yet we
Thank
will
you,
still eat it
but we
because
don't
it's
eat it,
cheesecake. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just
I,
gonna keep
um,
doing what we do.
Oh, I did drink that delicious water, and that did help settle my stomach from the
there you.
cheesecake.
Okay, perfect.
She
there you
said
go.
it healed her.
Mm-hmm.
That was so. You did go home with 2 gallons of
I
water yesterday,
did.
right?
They gave me
She
okay,
did.
2
perfect.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you get your 2 gallons of water?
No,
or
man, I
no?
didn't get. No,
He
no,
answered
but
the
I
question
answered
wrong.
the question wrong, right?
Yeah,
you
you
said,
did.
"Have you drank Kangen before?" I said, "Yeah."
And they're like,
"Okay, you don't get nothing. You no. Okay, you get
No
2
water
gallons."
for you.
Yeah.
I didn't get water either that day.
That's
No?
why I'm drinking
No.
Kroger purified drinking water.
There you go.
I know.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
I'm really
Here,
trying
okay.
to work this.
So, if you guys don't know what's going on, just know that we did our very best to broadcast yesterday from the Kangen Water Studios, and I was the one that had the technical difficulties happening there.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that I needed to have a little more space on my tablet here on my iPad. And didn't realize that till after we were done trying to broadcast. We tried to even record it, and I still did not have
Still
enough memory.
couldn't, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, long story short, here we are again today, and we're doing the 10th iteration of this particular show, which we started yesterday. And we talked about all kinds of wonderful and amazing things. We talked.
We did.
We had a lot of shenanigans.
Yeah, it was fun.
We
It was
we
good
did.
times.
We had
Yeah.
a lot
Full
of
of
fun.
We
energy.
did. It
That's-
was fun.
Man, I missed a lot yesterday.
You did miss
Oh
a
my
lot.
Like a
yes.
lot.
goodness. There was a whole.
Like
Yeah.
you only caught little tidbits
I
of our
did.
conversations, and we cannot talk about the things that we spoke about yesterday. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It'll be very
Explicit.
hurtful to you and to your feelings. And
Oh,
I,
what?
yeah, I'm so sorry. I
It's
apologize.
probably your fault, isn't it?
no.
Look at that. Look at his eyes. He's just like glistening
No.
almost
See?
at the thought of it.
Glistening like an
You're
angel.
glistening.
Angel.
Oh, not angelic. You're not angelic.
That's right.
So I know you guys collaborate on a lot of things,
Yeah.
but in that collaboration, does this happen all the time?
All
do they?
the
It
do
does
they-
all the time. Yeah, we bring the energy, man. We
So-
bring the
You
energy.
You should
we
see our
gotta-
late night texts.
This
They're
reminds me-
crazy.
Or
No,
just
really.
even today on Facebook.
This
Yes.
reminds
Yeah.
me of the 5th grade.
It's awesome.
Pretty
right?
much.
Good. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
we're just trying to
Right?
stay
If it-
young.
You stay young. Yeah.
Stay
that's
young.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
And it's from a place of love, I think.
Yes.
It
You
is.
know,
It is.
yeah. We
Yeah.
just, I think he forgets.
I'll let you guys be however you guys see fit.
That's what brings the people, man.
Is that what
That's
brings the
true.
people?
We do.
Energy.
We
There's
just have
positive
fun.
energy. There's nothing negative. There's nothing negative
No,
there.
No,
no.
it really
It's all
isn't.
positive. It's just. It's,
So let's talk about where we want to bring the people. We started talking about the official second annual Gold Star Mother's Day event. And that is going to be happening on Sunday, September 29th, 2019 from 5 p.m. to 9:30. And that is, again, Sunday, September 29th. And that's at the New Mexico Veterans Memorial. Now, is that Memorial Park. Is
it's
that
a park, yeah.
It is a park.
It's huge. It's about
probably
22-acre
Yeah,
park.
it's one of the most beautiful facilities that we have here in Albuquerque. It's got a nice, beautifully laid out amphitheater. There goes that cheesecake again. But that's 1,100.
We're gonna have to start bringing cheesecake places.
Oh, you know what? Next time we're bringing
We'll
cheesecake.
be like, here's some cheesecake I've had in my purse for a couple hours. Would you like that?
Care for a piece. It's nice and soft.
Here you go.
It's sliding to the right.
Cheesecake for you, cheesecake for you, cheesecake for you, right? Everybody's getting some cheesecake today,
Do you
right?
want to do this? Let's do this. We'll just keep it in our purse.
No, for the next time. Okay.
But this is this your second year involved in this?
Second annual.
This is
Yes.
your second year involved
Yes,
in this.
sir.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
the second annual, and so this is brought to you by Thor. This is the heart of real estate. That is exactly what Thor stands for. It's not.
Yes, sir.
We're not going back old school to the. Was that the 80s or the 90s? It was late 80s, wasn't it?
I believe.
He-Man, She-Ra.
He-Man, all that. Yeah, exactly.
Thor.
No,
And
Thor's come
He's
back.
come back, though. He's
And he's
back.
super hunky.
Yeah,
Thor.
That's right.
Thor is super hunky.
That's right.
And where did he come back from? And where is he at now?
Not with me, sadly, but
Okay, we're not talking about that Thor. The Thor that we are talking about happens to be the heart of real estate, and so I think it starts right there. Let's talk about that because that's a unique,
It's a one of a kind.
one of a kind, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So tell us about Thor.
So Thor, like I said, it is one of a kind. It's it's brand new to the area. We've brought a lot of real estate agents, real estate related companies together to give back to the community. So we have around 20 members in the group now. We have real estate agents from all different companies. We have plumbers. We have insurance companies. So, we've all come together. We meet once a month. It's a free membership. You just come, get involved, have a like-minded mindset to give back to the community, and that's what we do. We just team up and use our current resources that we have at our fingertips to give back.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. So outside of this, what are some of the other projects that you guys have been able to work on together as a group?
Locker 505 has been a really successful venture for us. We just did that really during the summer months. We were, getting a clothes drive. We were raising funds. We were just bringing awareness to the community in regards to kindergarten to 12th grade. Some children don't have the means to have good clothing, so
Right.
That's what we're doing. We've raised more than 200 and probably more than about 300 pounds of clothes.
No
The
doubt.
Heart of Real Estate has brought together. So we have some people actually have got clothes today. Candace Christopher with Western Commerce Bank. She is donating some clothes, so that is
that's
awesome.
awesome.
So I'm picking those up today. That's going to be phenomenal. Yeah. Quit making faces, man.
So I know the reason I'm doing that, right, is because I wanted to tell you guys a story, right? So what you guys are doing with the clothes makes a remarkable impact, positive impact on the lives of young students, right?
And right in our community.
and
It's
it-
all for Bernalillo County.
I
schools.
love it.
Yeah.
I tell the story often, right? I grew up, in a single parent, family, right, with 3 older siblings, right? My mom worked often, 10 jobs, if not more. No joke, right? And so we had to share clothes. We had hand-me-downs, right? So my 3 older siblings, it's important for you to know, are girls. They're sisters. So when I had to wear Jordache jeans to the 5th grade, it totally sucked. I'm kidding with you guys.
You're awful.
Well, you know
horrible
what?
person.
To be honest, that happens, though. It happens.
It
But
does
no, okay,
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
okay.
really
all
does. On a
all
serious
joking aside,
note,
it does
yeah,
happen.
it
It does
does.
happen, and let me
100%.
tell you, right? All that story was true up until the Jordache jeans,
Yeah.
right? But
Never
that-
know, man. You sold it. You sold it. They're about to cry.
I
you-
was like,
But
And
you know,
boom.
I do remember the very first time that I got my very first pair of 501 jeans. Like I was, and I think it was like in the 7th grade that I got them. Right, I felt like I was the luckiest kid
Yeah.
on planet Earth because I didn't get those things right growing up. And so when you guys do this type of work, and you guys are supporting our community by making sure that you're giving back to the community by getting some clothes. on some of these kids that don't have the means to do so.
Yeah, they get
It means
bullied,
the
man.
world.
It's,
Yeah.
it's so insane. Bullying is a really big thing.
huge,
Obviously, we
yeah.
need to stop that. We need to curb that. And by donating some clothes, lightly, gently used clothes for kindergarten to 12th grade, helps a ton.
It does.
So, it's something that we definitely take serious at Thor, and we're trying to
we
raise
do.
as much. So all of us have come together. We've all just trying to, bring awareness to it. And another cause that we had is Cassie's Cause. Cassie's Cause for perinatal depression, postpartum depression. Just coming together to, again, shine some light on what's out there.
Right.
And let people know, that these are a thing and we can help.
All good stuff, right?
Absolutely, man.
And those,
100%.
I got to tell you, Cassie's Cause. That's something that we don't really get to hear about that often because it's not a mainstream epidemic, right? It is something that we never really hear about because we don't know that those are the situations or the cases, right?
Yep.
But that does happen quite often, and
Quite often, and Thor's here to make it mainstream.
There you
That's
go.
what we're here to get it out there for Cassie's Cause. Let them know Locker 505. Let them know what's up there.
Right.
And the Veterans Memorial, Gold Star Mothers, Blue Star Mothers. Really, shout out to all of them. We want to try to shine light on every organization we possibly can.
Can I ask you a question? Is there geographically a location that you guys focus your efforts on, or is this a citywide effort?
It's pretty much a citywide effort. We're trying to take this national.
Yeah.
We can start Thor groups all over the country if we'd like. We just have to get, again, other individuals that are on board. Let's start the groups. Let's start it all over the place, and let's just keep it going.
Tell you what, you start a Thor group. I'm going to start a He-Man group. Why don't you guys start a She-Ra group?
She-Ra.
I feel
She-Ra.
like we want Thor.
See, Thor's legit. Everybody
I
wants
just
Thor.
want the actual Thor.
Yeah.
The actual Thor,
That would be
right?
great.
Invite
Right.
if
So
you're
what do you
Yeah.
the group.
what do you think about this? She's like, oh my God, this is nonsense again, nonsense. But no, I mean,
share it as much as you can.
share. I say that in fun, right? Because it is my job to bring the silliness to the show, right?
Yep.
But no, I mean,
it's hard to top them. They've kind of calmed down.
We
What
have
happened?
because
That
we
she's-
got
Yes,
the
serious.
story.
We're not
Yeah,
going to be
right, good,
cracking
all right.
jokes
Awesome.
about.
I'm so- I-
yes.
Oh, we're
I
not that
apologize.
Serious
sensitive.
things.
can I ask you
That's
something? Should I be in the movies?
In the movies? In
Should
the
I
back?
be in the movies?
Like in the
I
back?
mean, with
I
with what I just gave you and the way that I was able to pull on your heartstrings, you saw my eyes well up with tears.
Or were they? I don't know. They're quite
I feel
glistening.
like we're gonna take credit here. We
Oh,
should
you
be
guys
in the
are gonna take credit.
movies because we had an appropriate response to that.
Ah.
And that came within 2 seconds? We were like up here and we're like,
Good.
but then we're up here again now, so.
Well, you know what? I'll just tell you this: that yes, I know that we talk about that, we joke about that, but really, at the end of the day, that is why folks like yourselves get involved, is because you guys have hearts,
Yes.
Yes.
right? You
The heart
We do have
of
them.
real
you
estate.
have hearts, right? And those hearts say, hey, you know what? Let's
Okay.
get out. Let's be community minded. Let's get out. Let's give to our community. Are you guys still in the same place over here?
We are.
We
Okay.
are.
We
It's
are.
just after a while, I was just kind
Her
of having to
legs
hold up
are-
my legs,
She's
and
just so.
it was
They're
like having. It was like
uncomfortable.
squatting for
Yeah.
the last half. An
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
that makes me feel large.
no, I just didn't. I felt like my legs would squish you.
No, I feel
so I was
like-
trying to be considerate, and then I was roasting you.
You were.
Because of my
You're
hot
really
flash.
You're red. You're
Yeah,
like,
you made me really hot.
I know.
Like I think I'm more sweaty now than ever. It's just so hot.
Apparently, I can't cuddle well
No,
with
probably
others.
not.
I
We're
do
gonna
not
have to
cuddle
rethink
well with
that
others.
part of our life.
relationship.
Yeah, part of our relationship can't have cuddling. Sorry.
Add that to the list.
We're gonna add that to their list. And now, hopefully, you don't have to see that in your collab there, right? You don't have to see them cuddling.
it's constantly.
Is it
It
constant?
is
Yeah.
kind of
Constantly.
hot,
Yes.
especially
Yeah.
when I get cold.
No,
Yeah.
Like
when they
Sarah.
come to, when they
See-
come to the meetings, they sit next to it. They're
We're
they're
cuddling.
good.
Yeah.
So nobody in Thor has to witness the love and affection that you guys share for each other.
I don't know that it's a has to. I feel like they would
They just-
like it if they did, though.
It's a high energy group.
High
Definitely
energy
high
group,
energy
right?
group.
We have a lot of fun.
Group. It really
Yeah.
is a fun group. So, and they
So-
work really hard.
And there's no membership fees to
No.
join the group,
No.
and you can be an industry professional. You don't have to
Right.
necessarily be a realtor. You don't
Right.
have to, even though it says that it is the heart of real estate.
Right.
But I mean, it
There's-
takes a lot more than just a realtor to be. I mean,
100%,
every real estate
right.
transaction takes
It's
so
so
many
many different people.
Right.
20, 30 people
Yeah,
sometimes. I mean, there's
so-
so many people, lenders.
There's insurance agents.
Insurance
okay.
agents.
Mhm.
Right.
Title companies.
Title,
I mean,
inspections, appraisals. There's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yep.
So
All right, there you go. So if you were one of those and you're watching the show, just know that there is a place for you. You guys can get involved in several different projects,
Yeah,
programs
let us know.
that are aimed at supporting our querida Albuquerque, querido Albuquerque.
I don't
One of
even
those
know.
two. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm working on my Spanish.
Oh, okay. So is my son. It's going well
Really?
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he and I can hang out with each other, so that
Yeah.
we can learn Spanish.
Yes.
You would think that I would be fluent. I'm fluent in Spanglish,
You
Yeah.
said this.
Oh.
in Spanglish, but not. I'm not fluent bilingual yet.
I'm learning to really appreciate Spanish a lot lately.
Are you?
So yeah.
It's important, especially in this market. Yeah, you really have to
Yeah.
be mindful of, and understand that there is a whole other world of folks out there that are non-English speakers that only speak Spanish. But guess what? They have dollars in their pockets that they want to spend.
And you know what?
That's
It
right.
sounds pretty good. Honestly.
Sounds so bad. But they got dollars in their pockets.
Well, I
we
mean,
love you
They do.
all.
it really,
We
no,
love you
really.
all.
So, here on the west side, we often say that that we're very underserved. And I'll submit to say that the Spanish-speaking community is even more so underserved because there's not a lot of folks that serve the Spanish-speaking community. Unless you're part of the community and you go into one of the industries or professions, right?
Right.
And so I'll just say that the bilingual realtors are killing it, right? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And everybody else that's of industry or supports the industry, right? So that's my soapbox. I'm going to get off of it now. I hope you all learn Spanish.
Yeah, learn Spanish or Spanglish, right? Either way, you can still
Spanglish.
get in
Spanglish.
with
I might
the
be able to
Spanglish,
manage
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Spanglish is very close to the Star Spangled Banner, right? Which
I know that one.
you guys are going to be having all kinds of fun.
Yeah,
on,
we're gonna have a pretty good lineup. I think the event lineup is we have a concert as well. with
Right.
Robin Christian singer, local singer-songwriter. She's gonna be there for the latter part of the event. It's the Luminatias. Once we light those, the concert starts. So
Oh,
there's gonna be
cool.
about 700 Luminatias that are lit, and the whole park. It's 22 acres. We're filling up that whole back section. And the amphitheater, like you were talking about, that's going to be where the concert's at. We're going to
cool.
be giving away quite a bit of stuff. So, Ironwood Kitchen on the west side, they're giving away some free meals. We've got Papa Lock. I'm picking up some stuff from them a little bit later. We'll see what
Yeah.
they have to give away.
Kathy is a great partner.
Yeah, she is awesome in the community as well. Timeless Barber, free haircut.
Whoop, whoop.
Yup. Killing it. If you guys haven't heard of Killing It,
Yes.
Killing It, you can go and pick out your pottery, paint, get painting lessons, take your
Bianca.
yeah.
We need to do
it's
that.
really-
Yes,
yeah, it's
that's
really
been on
cool.
our list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We have a float spa from True Rest Float Spa.
Ooh.
That's going to be an awesome giveaway. The Gold Star Mothers have a giveaway that they're giving. It's going to be a special giveaway. I don't know what it is quite yet, but that's going to be directly from the Gold Star Mothers. We also have hats given away by my company and team, ispeakrealty.com. Local artist, Christian Gallegos. If you've heard of Christian Gallegos, he's going to be giving a piece of artwork away. And Western Commerce Bank, I'm meeting them this afternoon. We're going to be picking up some gift certificates, and they have a bunch of clothes to give to Locker 505.
Oh, cool.
Candace Christopher, she's a part of Thor as well. So
Oh, nice.
she's killing it over there at the bank, letting people know what this is all about.
That's
and
awesome.
so come on down. We're going to have a bunch of giveaways. And then our tent at I Speak Realty, we're giving away 250 flags with, they're called hugs. We're giving
Okay.
away free hugs.
Free hugs.
So come by our tent. We're
Hey.
going to have free hugs to give away.
We're
Free
gonna have
hugs.
free hugs
That's
too.
right.
I think they want to hug us more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got American flags, and everybody wants one of
We
those,
can wear
right?
a shirt.
I'm,
But yeah.
I'm gonna let that one.
Right? Yeah. But yeah, this is an awesome event. You guys have to come by. We still have vendor booth space available. It's we're raising funds for the Gold Star Mothers. $200
Right.
donation gets you a 10 by 10 spot. This goes to a lot of veterans in the New Mexico community for PTSD, suicide watch, that type of stuff. So they give, they put together like baskets as well. The Blue Star Mothers do as well, and I know you just joined the Blue Star Mothers.
Yeah,
so,
so
that's
my
awesome.
son joined the military this year.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. So I
He's
am now a Blue
awesome.
Star mom, and yeah, both Blue Star and Gold Star moms, they do a lot for even our active military. So
Yes.
we really want to support that. Donations go directly to them, and those, of course, go out then to support our soldiers. So
I like that.
yeah, and we've also got a couple of food trucks coming
Yes.
in. We just
Yeah.
had one join us. It is
Today.
Wing It
Wing
Up.
It Up. Yep.
Yes,
And
this lady's
Dia-
going to join us.
Yeah, Wing It Up and Dia de los Tacos.
So we got a nice little mix.
Yeah, and Domino's Pizza. I'm going to be meeting them hopefully today to secure their spot, so they should be there as well. We have quite a bit of vendors, so it's going to be a pretty cool time. We're 21 Gun Salute. You know, we're going to be reading off all the names of the fallen soldiers since 9/11, and honor those families. you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I just noticed here on your flyer here you have text Gold Star to 79564.
Yes, sir.
I dig that.
Yeah, man.
I like
Text
that.
Gold Star 79564. You get our link to our page. It gives you more information on
Right.
what's going to be happening. All of our vendors, all of our sponsors, all of the giveaways, what's going to happen on the event, the agenda,
Right.
everything. It's a 4-hour event. The Luminatias that we light in that back, man, it's gorgeous. And there's a waterfall back there. It's just awesome. You guys have to
It
come
is.
by.
I got to tell you, it's one of the most beautiful facilities or areas that we have here in the city of Albuquerque. It is.
Yeah, so we're looking for your support. Share this video, share our event.
Yes.
Share, because we want
And we still
people.
have a few spots open, so
Yeah.
if you want to get your business out there and donate to Gold Star Moms, you know,
And it is a
Contact
write-off.
us.
They're a 501(c), so we give you a little receipt, and you can take this to your accountant and get, that $200 written off.
Right.
You know how they push those buttons. And,
Yep.
you're not cooking the books, guys. This is 501(c). We could get that
It's
right off
legit.
for you. It's
Yep.
legit, yeah.
We don't want you. We don't want you
Yeah.
cooking that. Now,
Yeah.
what we do want you cooking is some of those Dia de los Tacos
Oh man,
tacos,
Chef
right?
Dom.
Aren't we? I thought isn't it Tuesday? Isn't today Taco Tuesday?
No,
No,
it's
today's
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I know.
it's
I know.
Sweatpant Wednesday,
But hey,
remember?
Sweatpant
Sweatpant
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I don't know where. Okay, I
What?
don't know how you get sweatpants and Wednesdays
Why
together.
didn't anyone tell me?
That's
I
a-
got
yeah.
that
I
today.
literally thought about wearing them because I figured they're probably not going to see anything from, like, it's just going to be, like a
Yeah.
pair of
Right,
sweatpants
yeah,
and a nice
exactly.
shirt, and I'm good still.
We actually do that
No.
a lot. We just wear our sweats out.
Then you can go eat some tacos, and then, you have the
Yeah,
stretch.
you just
They're
expand.
stretchy. Yeah,
You
just
do.
expand.
Like,
Yeah.
these are my eating pants.
So Dom just recently won
Chef
the
of the
Chef
Year,
of the Year
man. Yeah. He-
at the
Oh.
Hospitality Awards
Really?
Yeah,
on Monday
phenomenal.
night. Yeah.
So I might have to bring my sweatpants so I
That's
can eat
right.
those
Let's definitely
tacos.
do
So
that.
you can eat
You
some
know-
tacos, eat some wings. We got a variety, right? So
I know.
Tacos, wings, and pizza.
Have you ever
that's
had
like
Have you ever had hot wing tacos?
hot wing tacos?
Ooh.
Actually, I've seen. No, I haven't had them. Well, I
Haven't.
guess you know what.
If you got a boneless
hot
and
wing-
you
well-
stuck it in a taco, you'd be good. I
Are
bet it'd be
you
good.
Once I
chicken.
add salsa to
Well, I
my
didn't ask
chicken
to
tacos,
microwave
aren't
it.
they?
No, no, no,
automatically
no,
hot
no,
wing?
no,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
know about that, man.
Why are you not hooking this guy up?
Hot wings.
Like
where?
she's back
Tell
there.
me where to go. I go
she's
everywhere,
back
man.
there laughing, right? Because she knows exactly what I'm talking about, and she's like, "Yeah, you gotta hook him up." Oh, it's brand new to
See?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is this like something that you serve on every Wednesday night? You're like, it's hot wing taco.
Have you been to
Wednesday.
Caveman Burgers? It's
I'm
right
gonna-
down the
I'm
street.
gonna pray. I'm gonna pray for all of you guys.
I don't eat chicken, so I'm out.
Yeah.
Well,
Totally.
you said meat. You don't eat meat.
I don't like chicken at all. I don't like meat.
You don't like
I'll
chicken.
Eat
Hot
burnt
wing
bacon
tofu.
Yes.
and beef jerky. Really dry
Really?
beef jerky. That's
Mhm.
it.
No, really. We almost weren't friends
Yeah.
because of microwave chicken.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
That almost.
You eat microwave chicken?
She does.
No.
Isn't that
So I
gross?
warmed up. I
Yes,
had.
you
Leftovers.
do. No, see,
I
don't even
didn't
start with
cook it.
no.
I didn't cook it.
I don't know why she says no.
Because they
Ah.
assume I'm cooking the
Jared,
chicken from
Jared,
raw.
are you ready
It's
for a
not.
potty break?
It's
Okay.
not.
See, that's
Are you
That's
ready for a
different.
potty break?
right.
think we let them argue about the chicken here for.
Yeah, it'll be.
Okay.
Good
Let me
hour.
clarify because everyone thinks I'm literally cooking raw chicken
She
she's
is.
real
in the
sensitive
microwave.
about this
It's
one.
not.
She's
Oh,
real
wait,
sensitive.
did you cook it in an
No,
Instapot?
I cooked it in the oven, and then the
Okay.
next day we
Had
were at a
leftovers.
training, and I wanted to warm it up because I took it as a leftover
But
and
it
I
was the
warmed it up
first
in the
day
microwave
we were
Gotcha.
going to be
because I didn't want to
friends.
eat old, cold chicken, and she was like, oh,
So I invited
microwave
her. I
chicken.
said, hey, if you want to sit with us, you can. And I was welcoming. And she goes, okay, let me just warm up my lunch. And she microwaves these little chicken legs, and she sits at my table. And I was like, oh, I don't know if we can be friends. I don't know
Yes,
about
our
this girl.
Friendship almost ended over a
Yeah.
microwave. Warming
Future
up.
Was
farmer.
this-
Future farmer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was this the very first time that you guys
Like hung out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
This is how it all started.
So this was on the schoolyard.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it
Wow.
almost didn't happen, but here we are, though.
I
3 years
know.
later.
How about that?
3 years later.
I have yet to live it down, but we're still friends.
Do you have any chicken to put in our microwave here? I'm,
She would
kinda
then
hungry.
decide I am no longer her friend if I did that at this point. Like, I think
Oh,
it's
I
in our
know.
rule book,
I
number
couldn't-
one,
I
don't
couldn't
ever
do
microwave
it was
chicken
so
in front of
bad.
me.
do not ever microwave chicken or anything like
Well,
that.
I just eat it cold.
Really?
You already cooked it.
Ah.
Well, I don't know. Okay,
See?
maybe I'm
Eat
bad
it
at
cold.
saying.
And it was like a chicken,
Depends
a
on what-
drumstick.
Don't people
Like
eat cold chicken?
No.
Yeah, you can't
on a
eat cold
I can eat
drumstick.
cold
drumsticks.
chicken.
No,
Oh, I
No,
can.
no, no.
see?
All day
Maybe
long.
a
Cold
chicken breast on a like cold chicken breast on a salad.
Nah.
Right.
Maybe, you know what I mean?
I could just eat cold chicken all
Maybe
day.
we should
Could
do a
you?
poll.
Oh, yeah.
With
So
with
you
the
eat
feathers
cold
on it
chicken?
and everything.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
what?
I'm an
What is he
animal.
eating?
He wants to eat the funky cold
Raw
chicken.
chicken?
I'll bring you chicken for my
Yeah.
purse.
Since we
wouldn't doubt you asked of it.
can't play the song, we can talk about it, right?
Yeah.
But not the
funky
exact
chicken.
title.
Right, we might get kicked off.
I know.
again.
I feel so sorry for Gina. Gina was in the studio yesterday, and she sat down. She visited with us for a little while. She told us about her extraordinary experience with the water, with the Kangen water, and then she did the funky chicken for us.
Oh.
No, she didn't do the funky chicken.
I'm like, I really missed a lot.
She did the funky cold Medina for us.
She's going to.
No,
Mm-hmm.
She did the eyebrows.
she didn't do no. She did the tag team the whoop. There it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
a
She
little
did
bit.
that for us.
Oh, I better not even try to groove to it because they might even flag me for
I
that.
missed so
They're-
much.
they're gonna cut us off right for
I'm
that.
so
But it wasn't
sad.
their fault. It wasn't Facebook's fault.
It
It was
was.
nobody else's fault.
But mine. It was my fault.
Oh.
boom.
It's all right.
It was my fault.
I blamed you.
It was my fault. So,
Christine texted
Because I
anyways,
had so many
and-
people tune in that I broke the internet.
No. I just
Because
was
we
like,
were
it was
so
his fault.
awesome.
Yeah, right? We
No,
killed
no,
it.
no.
all right. So let's go ahead. Let's see your funky chicken. Is that what the dance you guys are gonna do?
I'm not doing
No.
it.
Or the-
Look,
you guys-
Jared is.
Oh,
Jared
yeah.
is.
You
Jared's
You guys are
got
gonna
it.
do the chicken
He's
dance.
doing the microwave
The
chicken.
microwave chicken.
I'll make you guys
Is there
chicken,
such a thing?
And I'll deliver
I
it.
don't know. It would be a very scared
Wait,
chicken.
hold on.
The
Time out.
microwave chicken?
The microwave chicken
Wait.
dance.
Banaka,
Well,
you
that's right,
said
That's her nickname. That's right.
you said I do not eat chicken, but
Yeah.
then you just said I'm going to make you guys chicken and bring it to you.
Yeah.
Right?
I
She'll
cook.
make it.
You
Yeah.
cook
I had
chicken,
yeah,
but
I
you
have a
don't eat the
child.
chicken?
No.
Yeah, she feeds it to her child.
Yeah. I'm like very family.
Is that why he's
oriented.
learning Spanish?
No, he's learning Spanish because he realized it's a little bit like good with the ladies.
Oh, is that exactly my point? Maybe he wants some enchiladas instead of tacos.
He doesn't.
I mean,
eat
instead of
cheese,
chicken, right?
So, but I'll make you guys chicken. I'll
Yeah.
bring it in my purse, and
with,
yeah.
with the, and I'll bring the
Yeah.
cheesecake that's
I
sitting
wouldn't,
in my
I wouldn't
purse.
recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it.
And then
No, it'll
just
be
wash
fine.
it
It'll
down
be
with the
warm.
water.
I mean, it'll be
Oh,
real
boy.
warm chicken. Because from my purse, especially if this one carries it around, she's like body heat.
I know, right?
Am I less red now that she's not on top of me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
same
know,
as
and I'm
you.
still hot. Like once I absorb, I think I absorb your heat and just like flame on.
Do we need, do we
We're
need
so
to
hot together.
do we need to get you a fan?
Yeah.
I
Point
could.
that
Where
fan,
was that
point
at?
that
Like
fan
30
back.
minutes ago. I needed it. She's hot.
There you go.
There it is, man.
Now you know.
Good microwave chicken
Hot
and,
chickens.
and hot body heat.
Microwave
Mhm.
chicken,
in
right?
your purse.
No, we have
Chicken
this thing,
first.
right? So we're, my wife and I are seeing a nutritionist, right? I say it like it's a bad thing. It's not. It's good, actually, really, really,
So
really
like
good.
food allergies.
No. So
eat better?
yeah, no, just to eat proper.
That's really helpful.
That's
to
good.
eat proper,
Yeah.
right? To properly fuel your body, right?
Does she tell you that one of the biggest things is portion control? Isn't that one of the biggest things though? It's like, well, and
Well,
obviously what's in your food. But
what is
portion control is pretty huge, right?
portion control? I mean, everything. It's macro, micro.
Yeah.
You've got to understand exactly, what your intake should be, what your caloric intake should be, right? But you have to also put in the right things for your body, right? And a lot of times, a lot of people don't realize is that one of the biggest challenges that we have is our our sodium intake.
Yep.
And the sodium comes from, of course, salt, but it also
love
comes
salt.
from processed foods.
Comes from the beans and the chili and the
Well,
enchiladas
yes,
and the tamales.
that too, but
I mean-
more so from your restaurants, right?
Oh, yeah.
And from your processed foods, your prepackaged foods, right? So hats off to you for cooking your chicken and then warming it up in the microwave.
Oh, don't
No,
encourage
but there's
her.
probably so much salt on that because I love
She
salt.
loves her salt.
Okay, well,
I do.
It's like
I'm trying to give you props where props are due, right?
Yeah,
For,
it's
for
just-
at
I
least
really
cooking.
can't. Like I fed her dog cheese puffs today.
She did.
Really?
Yes.
Little tiny
That's not
ones.
good.
So I can't
Very
even
tiny.
Cheese
say.
puffs aren't even real
All right.
food.
Well,
Okay.
he loved them.
Props are out the window then.
Oh,
no
no,
props
thank you.
given
We'll
here.
take the compliment.
Yeah. I'm
I love
sorry.
it when someone compliments
No
her. We'll take
props.
it. We'll take the
Like, I
compliment.
No
eat
props
a lot.
given here.
Put
None at
pasta
all,
in
none
front
at
of me
all.
and don't
No,
forget
no
it.
props.
Mm-hmm.
Jared, how do you cook your food?
How do I cook? Man, I cook a lot.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
What's your,
many
what's your
meatballs in
favorite
one
dish to
sitting.
cook?
My favorite dish to cook.
Better
Actually,
be
I-
meatballs. You
huh?
made so many meatballs.
I don't know, is it-
Better be
No,
is
I
it
made some
pasta?
chicken and couscous the other day. Oh man, it was phenomenal. It was really, really
Does
good.
he actually cook, Christine?
I cook all the
Does he?
time. I bake, I cook,
Oh,
clean,
you bake.
I work,
What do you bake?
What do you bake?
cakes,
Cakes.
cupcakes.
What kind of cake?
But can you make them pretty?
I get cheesecakes.
Cheesecake.
Oh.
Do you put lime on
all
them?
kinds of lime,
On your
strawberries,
cheesecakes?
blueberries,
I really haven't
raspberries.
had
Well,
a lot
you
of
should
food
make us
today,
one so we
so-
can stash it on our purse for later
Yeah.
when we get hungry. We just take it out. and-
Have you watched the movie The Chef? Have you watched Chef?
Which one?
Show?
With who's the I don't know. Anyways, he makes some pasta and some. Oh man.
Oh, I like
it's
Hell's
Yeah.
really
Kitchen.
good.
Even
Oh,
with all
Hell's
the
Kitchen,
yelling,
yeah.
I do
and
still love it.
MasterChef is a good show.
See,
Mhm.
I had to learn real quick to eat really healthy early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I had some issues early on. I was like, nip it in the bud. Try to, anyways.
Right. Like what? Like diabetes or
Oh no, man! I had kidney issues.
kidney issues?
Yeah, man. I was suffering from kidney stones since I was 18 years
Oh,
old.
wow.
Yep, chronic kidney stone suffer.
And that was like 2 years ago?
No, 20 years. 20
He's
years.
in- yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've
you were
had it for
18, 20 years ago?
18. Yeah.
Isn't it
yeah.
crazy?
Holy
They
smokes.
told me how old they were the other day, and I was like, no, you're wrong.
We've been together 22 years.
21.
21.
She's
We're
like,
going
no,
on
it's 21.
22. Yeah.
You two have been together for 21 years?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. I'm going to get baby Jesus mama on the phone right now.
But yeah, no, I suffered from kidney stones. 18 years old, right when I graduated.
Yeah.
I was gonna go try out for the isotopes. Boom, I got sick.
Nope.
Nothing. Yep. Ever since then, I was having kidney stones every month.
No doubt.
I've had over 120 kidney stones.
Holy smokes.
I've been through different types of dietitians, nutritionists. To be honest, it's good to have, but when you need the doctors at times, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Holistic isn't always going to help. So we finally
no.
got it, though. I
Yeah.
mean, a year and a half ago, I was on new medication, and yeah, sharing my story. And this is how basically the Heart of Real Estate came about, because I have a lot of empathy.
Gotcha.
The pain you go through in kidney stones. Anybody
Right.
out there that suffers from kidney stones, you know what
You
I
know.
am talking about.
Right.
And I've had a ton, and yeah, just sharing my story with our company and with people, and just saying, you know what, don't let anything hold you back. Just keep pushing forward, and that's what I'm doing. But yeah,
That,
yeah.
No. I mean, that's, usually I always ask, what was going on in your life the day that you decided to do this? What happened, right?
This has been a
and
dream
you
of
just,
mine
And you just
since
shared
I
it.
was, this has been a dream of mine for a while.
Yep.
But I was always sick. I couldn't do nothing. You know, I always had my business. I always took care of my business. And this was something, passion that I wanted to do on the side. And then the doctors, we started figuring out what was going on. We started taking new medication. I've
Right.
had a kidney stone in a year and a half. I'm pumped. We're hitting it hard, and we're doing everything we wanted to do.
And your hair's like super cool.
Yeah, man.
And it
Mhm.
matches the logo. Have you seen that? Show them.
Which one?
You're
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
yeah,
that looks
yeah.
like you.
Yeah.
Which I have a
So
Let's
he
see.
can't ever change his hair now.
No,
Ever,
I
ever,
can't.
ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Look at this. This
Oh.
is straight up him and his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
That that looks like? That looks like Tim the Toolman's neighbor.
Ah, yeah.
There's like the little.
Yeah, can you only see the
eyes.
top? Yeah.
Looks like Tim the Toolman's neighbor, right? You just only
That's
get to
And-
see
and
his
you
eyes.
always
See, what
talk
was
to-
his name again? I'm trying to
Was
remember.
it Bob?
No,
No.
no.
Wilson.
Wilson.
He's the guy you want to talk to. I'm
That's
the guy
gonna
you
be-
want to talk to about
You're
real
gonna be
estate.
Wilson from here on out. That's your new nickname.
That is his new nickname,
Wilson.
That's good. Come talk to me about your real estate
That goes
needs.
with my nickname, so I like it.
So check this out, right? So that has to totally be your tagline now. Come talk to the Wilson of real estate.
Come talk to Wilson.
Ooh, there we go.
Come talk to the Wilson of real estate. And they're like, well, what does that mean? And then you have to say, like, remember the dude from, what was the name of the show?
Home improvement.
Home Improvement.
yeah.
Remember the neighbor from Home Improvement?
Yeah, when Roseanne got canceled, Home Improvement took her
Roseanne.
space.
Right? But remember Wilson, he always had legit advice.
Oh, always,
Like
man.
that was his thing.
Schooled everybody.
He had the legit advice, right?
He would show up at the creepiest places, though. They'd go out to eat or something, and all of a sudden he'd be like, turn around with his menu. Like, hey, I give you some advice.
So in truth, he was
Not
stalking
unlike
the
you,
family.
yeah, it was pretty creepy.
Yeah, but think about it though, right? So you're going to be the Wilson of real estate,
You're
right?
Yeah, I'm
gonna
gonna
You're
stalk
stalk
people.
you and make sure we
And
get your
I'll
home
show up
sold.
where you're eating. I'll show
I feel like that's what
That's
I'm
not
doing.
what we
I'm
meant.
like-
That's what we kind of do sometimes do at real estate. We're a little stalkerish sometimes.
Just
Are
a
you?
little.
Yeah, you kind of have to be.
She is a lot.
Well, no. So I
That is called social research, not stalking.
That's right.
Sarah's good at social research.
I really
Like I meet a
am.
new person, I just send her the name, and
Yeah.
she'll get back to me with a full report.
Yeah.
So can I ask you,
Hmm.
what'd you find out about me?
I haven't social researched you yet.
You haven't?
I haven't.
I'm a tough
I haven't
nut
had
to
a
crack.
knee. Oh no, I can find
She
some.
can do it.
Could you?
Really, it's kind
Oh,
of a
no,
talent.
really,
like I
you'll-
could
you'll find all
probably
kinds of
double with
interesting-
CIA, FBI.
I think that's a special talent that women have.
Oh,
In
we
general,
so do.
right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
so do.
Is that not the truth? Like women are like they should all be CIA agents,
It could be.
right? Like just because
Yeah.
of women.
Oh no,
Right.
absolutely.
There's just too many resources for them.
For them, women.
Or the
Goodness
CIA.
knows we don't want women to have resources.
No.
Aw,
Resources.
that was
No.
wow.
Hey, we were talking about that. I got an opportunity to interview Mayor Greg Hall, and we were talking about the sitting president visit, to Rio Rancho, and we talked about logistics, everything that was involved, and everything that it took. And we're like, wow. I mean, imagine being on the other end of that, of setting all that up and doing all the background checks. And they literally had like a week, less than a week to put this together.
Oh wow.
Right,
That's
right,
short.
right. And so, yeah, the amount of work that went into it. But, yeah, I mean, CIA, talk about, having critical information, instantly. Like,
They had it.
they had
They
it.
had it.
Yeah.
That's why they could do it.
They
in a
had
week,
it.
Right?
Yeah,
And that
exactly.
pool, I mean, they have the pool. They have the resource.
Right.
Yeah.
But man, I saw on the news that the city of Rio Rancho had a little tough time covering that whole thing. They're a pretty small city still. They don't have
Yeah.
a ton of manpower.
Yeah.
I think they
No,
had
no.
actually asked for some of the help or assistance from the other police stations and
Yeah,
stuff,
they
but
had to.
then there's the whole issue. Sometimes they don't have the authority that if something's to happen, they have to make sure they have that authority
Right.
worked out as well.
Right.
Right.
So that was, I know, some of it. Just talking to some of the police stations down in the Los Angeles area.
I'm glad. Things seem to go well.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
was-
yeah, no, I
From
didn't
from the
see.
last
Everything
time, yeah.
seemed.
No rocks were being thrown.
Nope.
Did you
No,
go?
everyone was behaving.
No.
Only
I
three
live in
people.
the
Only
area.
3 people got arrested.
Only three.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Oh, that's
It's not
Well,
bad.
that's really small. There was a
It's
lot,
actually not
thousands.
Really, I was concerned about about safety. We live in that time now where you just never know who's going to show up where with what. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so I was, it was very refreshing to know that there were not any major challenges
Yes.
in that regard, right? And it's something that we always, hope and pray for, that we never have to be victim of any of that hate.
Yes.
And I'll just call it exactly what it is. It's
Yeah.
hate.
It is what
Exactly.
it is.
But yeah, no. So it was interesting. But we had that conversation, right, about about the CIA
And women.
and
Yeah.
women and them having that sixth sense.
We know right away, I think.
I didn't say sick sense.
Sixth. Yeah.
No, I just know how to
A little
look
both.
and
Just kidding.
how to find the information and how
Okay,
to
so
read
what do you
through
do?
it.
Resources,
I don't
that's
know.
what
I'm
I'm saying.
just.
Don't tell them.
Well, share
Don't
with
tell
us.
them.
No.
Well, we need to know, right?
Oh,
so
you don't need to
No,
know.
absolutely not.
we
Google.
do. We're business owners, and a lot of business owners are. A part of the process, part of the sales process is knowing your customer, right? Knowing who you're selling to, and if there's an advantage point to utilizing the tools that are around us to find out more information about the people that we really truly do want to serve, And you have to share that with us.
This is a little different.
Did you like the way I
It's
positioned that?
it's
I
very
don't know.
controversial.
Did you
Actually,
like the way I
topic, if
positioned
you
that?
think
I think
about
so
it.
Pretty good,
too.
huh?
Yeah.
Because is it fair that
Yeah,
every
fair,
time
yeah.
someone wants to meet for business, I do my research because it's,
Well,
and
here's
it's scary.
something that we may deal with. We do open houses, free public
Absolutely.
open houses.
Yes.
Yep.
Right? People just come in off the street, they drive in. I've asked some of my customers that come in the door, should we actually ask for your license when you walk in our open house, so
Right.
we know who you are and,
Right.
and get your information?
Mhm.
Some of them are like, oh yeah, but why would you need that? Well, if you go to a property manager right now, you're gonna be given all your information.
Right.
Fill out an application. Real estate just works a little differently.
A little
There's
differently.
a lot of privacy things. They're like, well, why? Do you want to know my race? Do you want to know my age? Do you want to know? What do you want to know? Because we also have fair housing. We can't.
Right,
You
right,
can't go
right,
say,
right.
well, you're this age, we can't serve you, or you're this, and we can't serve you. So it's a really controversial topic in terms of what we try to bring, because we want to know who people are. And a lot of people
yeah.
will lie on our open house sheets. Right?
Yeah.
They
I do it
put
all the
fake
time.
numbers. Yeah.
So I'm.
If
I'm
you see this
see,
guy at an open house, just
I'm
kick
saying.
him out.
I'm saying hallelujah. I'm going to get back into the fake ID business. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just
They're out
kidding.
there. Yeah.
But
Just
no,
kidding.
sometimes especially we work a lot with strangers.
Right.
And
A lot of
we're
times.
very trusting. And so sometimes you do when you meet someone new, just kind of check and see, kind of
Yeah.
who they are. So you kind of get a feel, one, of who your clients are, but also just to kind of double check. Like, we do have to do our own due diligence to keep
Right.
ourselves safe,
I
because
mean, I
things
do it all
happen.
the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a little weird because then I'll be talking to someone and it's a first meeting and I'm like, and I love your dog or whatever. And they're like, how do you know about my dog? And I'm like, I
whoops.
don't. Sorry.
I don't do that.
Yeah, we
I've done that a couple of times,
That's stalkerish, right?
No,
You're all,
no,
"Oh my
it's,
God."
it's all called social research. We've decided to put a nice name to stalking.
Yeah. It's
Well,
officially
no,
a thing
you
we
know,
do.
but that is a valid point, right? Because of the industry that you guys are in, that it makes sense for you to really, know who you guys are potentially
Working
doing
with.
business
'Cause
with,
we
who
get,
you're working
we
with.
get stalked as realtors.
I'm sure you
You
do.
see it on the news. The realtor got
Oh,
shot.
yeah.
Realtor
Yeah.
got
Really
kidnapped at
scary.
an open house.
Or there's been time they've gotten really bad phone calls, or just, there's been a lot of things that we do have to deal with.
Yeah.
And so even when I used to go show a house and maybe first time meeting the client, like, I give all that information to my front desk. They know where I am. They're
Right.
checking on
Right.
me. They're saying, hey, did you get there? Hey, are you leaving? Because we have to do that.
Make a big
Right.
thing about it. We try to make a big thing. Everybody knows where we're going. It's on our calendars.
Yeah.
We share it with everybody. We're doing an open house. We try to tell everybody. Obviously, if you have a good open house, you shouldn't be targeted, because most people get targeted because they're by themselves.
Right.
Nothing's going on. They didn't let the neighbors know what was going on.
Sure.
They'd put up a sign and somebody's following you.
Right.
Us, we're knocking on neighbors' doors saying, hey, we're here. We're going to
Yeah.
be here between these times. So just take those security precautions, because you never know who's going to come in. And
Do you ever bring pan dulce or biscochitos with you to the open houses?
oh, man, we always have snacks.
Do you?
dude.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
s-
have food
I'm gonna
at an
stalk
open
you guys
house.
now.
Yep, snacks.
Yes.
When's your next
I
open
used to
house?
actually bake the cookies so the house smells like the
Oh,
cookies.
remember when we
Yeah.
baked cookies?
But then sometimes we'd get busy and then you'd burn the cookies. So I've learned to buy like a cookie candle and then bring the cookies. So it works better that way.
Really?
Yeah, that way you don't burn the cookies.
That is so not cool.
Well,
that is
I used
so
to, man, I
not
used to do
cool.
hot dogs and hamburgers. We used to do the whole
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
People didn't want to eat.
Well,
I
no,
don't
they're
get
not
it.
there to eat. They're there to look at the
Yeah.
house, right?
Yeah,
Well,
so
some of them
usually
were
like
I
little
want a
light
burger.
snacks.
I would be that, like, if you said I'm having an open house / barbecue, I would totally legit walk through the door, say, "Here's my whole wallet. I'm just here for a burger. I'm here
We
for a
get
burger."
some like that, yeah. But
know?
man, it was crazy. But the best things that work were just the snacks,
snacks.
little snacks.
Yeah.
They take those all day long.
And I
all
usually
day
have
long.
like little things for the kids
Yeah.
and stickers and
Yeah.
fun stuff.
You know, I've
Stuff to
never,
keep 'em
I've,
busy.
you don't think, I don't think
Dollar
I've ever been
store.
to an open house.
Oh, you have to go.
Really?
We do
Really?
them together.
Yeah.
And
I don't
we
think I've
should
ever
do
been to
them
an open
together.
house.
I know. I've
Have
gotta
you
get
ever been
back
to an
on
open
my-
house?
Oh, she
Just
coordinates all my open house.
I feel like Christine is actually really the brain and the work.
She's the rock.
She's the
Do you have-
glue and the.
Do you have a
rock.
sister? Do you have a sister?
Can we
An
have
older
her?
sister? Where's she at?
Gallup, New Mexico.
Red Rover, send sister on over.
I'm always jealous because he has Christine and I don't have anyone.
Oh,
does
she wants Christine.
everything. I do.
Are you available?
She's not. I've
No.
tried.
Nope.
She loves him.
Nope.
Yeah,
She won't like.
there's been a whole lot of side
Yeah.
texting, just so you know, between her and Christine.
What is
Never
that?
happened. Never happened.
Who are you? I want my own chair. I don't want to sit with you anymore. Keep your body
your
to
own
yourself.
chair.
Oh, hold on. We're gonna have some movement here. I believe that you two are gonna now share a microphone.
No.
No.
That's
It's just temporary.
No. That's easy.
But if you could steal Christine, you would.
I would.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody,
Never
everybody
gone.
would. She does a
I would
really,
steal
really good job.
Christine.
She's
Christine's
a rock of our
awesome.
team. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
she's so
Joanne,
sweet.
Joanne V. Hill, I got to give her props. She's our transaction coordinator. She kills it. She's kicking ass right now while we're doing this.
Yeah.
Having all this fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I can tell you, you know, she's real good at calling people out on their stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like she called me out and she's like, "Desktop, what's that?"
Oh, that was me.
Oh,
man.
that was
I had to
you.
Talk crap.
Oh.
She's not the one that talks us back. She's
Ah.
a sweetheart.
Oh.
It's all Jared.
You see
So it
the-
was you.
Like, what's a desktop, man?
But wait, you have a desktop?
I've got a desktop.
Well,
I have a desktop.
That's what he considers
Desktop.
that,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
No.
This is what I
Lap-
consider as
Well,
a
he
desktop.
wanted us to sign up on his calendar thing. So I was like, okay. So I clicked it on my phone. I was getting ready. I was rocking and rolling, getting
Yeah.
it set up. I was like, yeah, bro, there's no
There's
button
nothing here
on-
for me to submit my event. Are you
He's like, go to a desktop. And I was like, what's a desktop?
He did. He literally said, "What is a desktop?" I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah, man. I do
Really?
all my work.
Are you
Really?
that?
Yeah. I'm
Are you considered a
rarely-
millennial then?
Yeah,
Are you that
totally.
age?
Do
No,
you
I'm
have
not that age, but
do you have
I'm
a
that
desktop?
mental- yeah.
I mean, a laptop.
I have a
something-
laptop, but I haven't had a desktop in a long time.
Something outside of your cell phone.
Do you know what
or-
my first desktop was when I was a kid?
Packard
Was
Bell.
a pet. You remember the pet? It was a
What?
pet. And it literally, the screen and the keyboard were all attached.
Hmm.
How do I spell this? I want to see this.
It's called a pet, yes. P-E-T. Pet.
Interesting. Yeah.
Computer.
That age, that age is
No,
you. How
no,
old are you?
PET.
Ooh, why is it like this?
I know. I thought.
How
we, I
old do you
thought-
think I am?
I thought
Let's
we were
really
in the
put
same
you on that
same age
burner.
range.
In
We're not.
late 40s, early 50s.
No.
Let's see.
60s.
Oh,
See?
wow.
Look, check it out. Check it out. That was my first one I ever
So-
had.
Yeah,
So
well,
who
I-
do you,
I
who do
played
you
with
see?
one
Who
of
do you
those.
know?
Who do I know?
Who do you know?
What do you mean?
Like who do you know or who do you see?
Are you talking about the stalking again?
No.
Oh.
I'm
no,
talking,
I'm not sure.
Like
Where are
you're-
we going with
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
like you're 60, but you don't look like it.
Yeah, I'm not 60.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
No, I said
would
late
say
40s, early 50s.
Mm-hmm.
No.
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 See,
you're
now
so
I am right. What did they call that? I'm stirring the
Stirring
pot.
the pot like we
Yeah.
were doing yesterday.
I
Yeah,
am stirring the
Out of the
pot.
two, she's my favorite.
See, he's just like going back. Like you're no longer. Yeah, I can't be
See?
your favorite
Because
after you say I'm almost
She
50.
literally
I
bought me a
gave her
cup.
away.
She got me a cup.
I did
That
for his
said Christine's
birthday.
my favorite. And that's what she gave me for my birthday, which actually was kind of
It
cool because
works
Christine's
because
my favorite.
yeah,
right?
it was like
Yeah.
a.
But
it
deep
was good for
down,
both of us.
that
But
was
deep
like
down,
that was
like a
really her.
joke,
Yeah.
That
but
was
it
her
was
cup
a-
first.
Yeah, man.
What's okay? They ruined the cup, so.
We accidentally washed it.
Was it Christine? Just kidding.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
You guys are a
But
hoot.
you know what? We've gotten pretty close through Thor.
Yeah.
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 It's bringing people together, and I'm
It's
loving
good.
that.
That, you know,
Good
that's
for the
and that's
soul.
that's really at the end of the day what it's all about is bringing like-minded people together to achieve similar goals, right? And I love the fact that you guys are doing community type of work. That you guys are getting out there, getting involved, and I like to call it put your money where your mouth is, right?
That's right.
You can't talk about it. You have to be about it, right? You can't just run out there and say all these great things
Yeah.
but never move.
And that's what I'm talking about. When we talked about it yesterday, is a lot of people are on the bitching bandwagon.
Right.
They bitch all the time.
Yes.
It's like, come on. Okay, we have positive events going on all around town. Let's shine those. Let's share those.
Right.
This is one of them. You
Right,
have
right.
another one. The city has 25 different positive events all around town. And, you hear a lot of negativity on the news, etc. But we have a great city, great community. We all come together. There's a lot of things out there. So go out and get into the positivity.
Do something.
Get
Right?
into it.
Yeah, be about it. Like
Be
you
about
said,
it.
be about it.
Yes.
Yeah, and contribute to it.
Contribute to it. You give, you get. It's a pretty interesting concept, but it works.
It does. It's one of the many laws of life, right? You reap what you sow, right?
Mhm.
And or karma, right? Let's call it that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that maybe folks will be a little more open to understanding, right? Simple karma, right? If you do good, you're gonna get good.
Mhm.
If you do bad things, guess what? You're gonna get bad things, right?
We,
Yeah.
pro-
Yep.
and we probably see it a lot of times when a lot of people are just always, like I said, on the bitching bandwagon.
Right.
It's
Yeah, and
like-
they just
and
attract that.
They attract it,
Yeah.
and they're like always talking about it. I'm like, well, for me, I can't be around that.
Me neither.
Because
No.
I'm
I
it's
don't
like
like
a
that
magnet,
negativity.
right?
Yeah.
It's like a magnet. Like I cannot. It just pushes that sector away of
Right.
negativity. I just can't
I'm with you.
be about it, man. I can't. Right? I can't be about that.
I cannot be
Yeah.
about that. I have to agree with you 500% on that. It makes it very challenging to be around those types of people that are constantly, complaining about one thing or another, or constantly lying or making excuses for all kinds of different things, right? It's very draining, right?
It is, and there's a sector that they're genuinely having issues. They're genuinely having problems, and that's
Yeah.
where, we really want to uplift all the negative people.
Right.
And come on over to the positive, and we try our best. We try our best to reach out and shine that light.
So here's the key, right? Here's the key to making an impact is seeking out and finding those that really do truly need the support, right? The hand up, not the hand out, right?
Right.
But those that are truly in need of it, and then supporting them, right? They're going to be a lot more appreciative than somebody else. And I know, so we used to do an event called Cuts for Kids, right? And we would bring together, over 300 barbers, cosmetologists, and we would get backpacks put together for over 5,000 kiddos, right?
Nice. Yep.
It was very disheartening to us because people that didn't need those things showed up at the event. And we had no real way to
gauge which
to,
one.
to
Yeah.
gauge who
Yeah.
really needed and who didn't.
But at the end of the day, you came from that place of goodness, right? So those
did.
people who came, it's on them, not on you, right?
Right.
So it's like I've always thought that it always happens every event.
Right.
There might be somebody who's kind of leeching off of it, right? And it's like, well, that was never our intention. That
Right.
was, that's on them, not on us. So
That's right,
stay
Dave.
positive, keep moving. Boom.
Whoop.
That's right.
There you
Toot
go.
the horn.
Do you guys know how long we've been on the air without any interruptions?
It must have been
How
like a while because
many?
I'm hungry.
Hour.
Are you hungry?
A little bit.
We
You
gotta
wanna-
feed
Maybe
her.
Wait.
An hour and 20-ish
7
minutes.
Banaka.
And we don't have anything in our purses, so
We don't.
That's cool.
And I ate your protein bar.
I have chicken in the fridge. You
Oh.
want to warm it up in the microwave?
You're gonna make her leave. She's gonna
No,
run out of here if you
yeah,
start
we're not gonna be
microwaving
friends
the
anymore.
chicken.
Swear,
Yes.
I draw the line.
Do you
It
really?
is.
I
It
do really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking when I say we almost did not become friends.
Yes, really.
It's like I was so open and welcoming, and she sat down
So
with this chicken,
open
and I was
that
like,
she
no,
closed.
yeah.
Then
So
she's
you
like,
weren't
"Ooh,
open. You
chicken."
weren't-
I was until she microwaved that chicken.
Yeah.
It was so.
Yummy.
That is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I know.
I will-
I know you're hating me right now, but I love you.
But you know what? She gave me my dog, and
No.
so I love her.
That
for
makes
that.
up for that. And I
She-
have
it
not
does.
ever microwaved chicken in front of you.
Ever.
Ever again.
Ever.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
that.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, America, if you're watching right now, just take a quick look. The woman on the left is a habitual chicken microwave.
Mhm.
Hater.
Microwaver.
Microwaver.
She's a habitual chicken microwaver. The woman on the right-hand side
Connoisseur.
is a hater of the chicken microwaver, right?
Yeah.
So much so that she didn't even want to be her friend.
Mhm.
And
that's crazy.
that can still happen.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
because I won't do that. I
Well-
know
She
that's
knows
like the
better now.
line.
But
Yeah.
you do it at home, right?
I'm just saying, if you were to
We're
microwave
not gonna
chicken in
mention
front
that,
of her,
Jared.
you
I would leave
microwave
her.
chicken at home.
Look at you instigating
You do.
again.
We will break up if
Your
she
little,
did it
your little
again.
devil horns are coming out.
okay.
He wants us to
I just
break
want
up.
the truth.
Now the
because-
the
My
gentleman
angel halo
the
came
gentleman that you see on camera right now, he is the instigator, right?
He is.
He is the
Uh-oh.
pot stirrer.
Ooh,
Low
he's
battery,
got a
right?
low battery.
Oh, that's
We've been
okay.
here a while.
That is
then.
karma for instigating.
Uh-huh.
There's your
See,
karma
when I
right
went
there.
like that, it took all the power out.
I know. I was like,
Took all the power out.
All right.
you really are
yeah,
Thor.
I'm not the insti. That's right.
All right. Now the
Oh.
guy that you're looking at now, he's kind of wondering exactly why he's invited these wonderful people to be here today.
Well, 2 times in a row.
Two
Like,
times
you
in a
knew
row.
after the first time, and you still brought us back. So that is all on you.
Well, okay. So here's the deal,
I
right?
did ask.
In all fairness,
so-
I wanted to make sure that you guys had every opportunity under the sun to communicate the great work that you're doing in the community.
Yeah, we had
And-
like 10.
Awesome. Thank
Because
you.
we didn't get to do that yesterday
Mhm.
effectively, I said we have to do it again.
Yep.
Yes.
There you go. Now you know.
I'm really glad it worked out.
Yes. So if
Mhm.
anybody
I'm glad you
out
ladies
there,
told me. I'm glad you ladies told me about it.
Yeah, over and over and over.
you want to be the producer of the show? I feel like I can totally use your help, like to
He's
angles.
Wrangle the
wait.
crazy.
Hold on. I'm talking about vetting the guests before they come on the show.
Are you talking about us?
Yes. We were so much fun though.
We are so much fun. And it's a family show, and we kept it super PG. Is that the right one? PG?
Yes.
PG?
Oh, yeah.
13.
PG.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
one. Whatever
Yeah.
the baby one
We're
is.
gonna go
No,
offline
that's
here.
G.
Offline.
We're
All
gonna
right.
go
G?
offline,
There's a G.
and we're gonna
G,
continue the
right.
conversation about chicken
In your purse.
in your purse
And cheesecake.
and cheesecake.
Chicken and cheesecake in your purse.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to say.
America, if you're out there watching, please. I know I've been offering up prayers for everybody here, but please pray for me. Pray for me.
We're a delight, though.
They are a delight.
fun.
They are a lot of fun, and I got to tell you, you know what? It's very refreshing, right, when you work in the professional environment to know that people actually do have a real sense of humor,
A
Yes.
personality.
a
Yeah.
personality.
We do have that.
yes.
Yeah,
And
keep it
are
light.
good humans.
Yes.
I love them, and I love her, and she's in real estate. He's in real estate, and it's just love. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
see?
It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be this catty, dramatic. Oh,
I want to see you
can't,
guys
know?
box.
Broke down the barriers.
Oh.
that?
We don't fight.
I don't
Why?
know.
I'm
no
down. I've always
fighting.
wanted this. I can do the outfit. I can. Do
I
the
think I could
hair
still
and
take
the
you
makeup.
down because
I'm
I get
ready.
pretty
Oh,
vicious.
boy.
It's not
I have
even
a
about-
vicious
it's about the
side.
outfit, it's about
I have
the
a high
picture.
pain
Like we'll be like,
threshold.
You have a high
Love it.
pain threshold.
I'm trying to
Yep.
pose for the
What?
picture.
Yeah,
What
are you
are we
kidding?
doing? I don't know.
163 stones.
Some shit like that.
He's like, yeah, sticks and stones. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to box me? Bring it.
I've produced 2 children, so
Yeah,
that
I have
That's
had
might
way more
have
chil-
to
I've had
be-
way more children than you, then.
That's really actually true.
I
Yes,
have heard
it's
that
very
it's like
true.
worse than
I was
Yeah.
thinking
children.
of Jello
so.
in a pool,
Yeah.
a baby pool.
That's
Wow.
wrong show.
No,
Yes.
for the.
That's starting to
I know,
move up to
still
the
wrong show.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Still the wrong
Oh,
show.
he said the
I
S
said,
word.
yeah, I did. I
He
said
said
sugar,
the S
honey,
word, so I
iced
was
tea.
thinking
Yep.
we've moved on and we're back to.
No.
Okay.
That's my
Okay.
fault.
So we're gonna
Sorry.
go
Sorry,
ahead and
folks.
we're gonna
That's our
go ahead
other
and
show.
end this show here. We're gonna come back to another show here in just a little bit, but just know that on September 29th, the Sunday, September 29th, it
Yep.
is
In the evening.
the official. It's important for you to know that the official second annual Gold Star Mother's Day event from 5 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. A Gold Star Luminaria Initiative. Come
Right.
out. We're going to be lighting some Luminarias. Food, fun, prizes, Luminaria tour. The location is the New Mexico Veterans Memorial, 1100 Louisiana Boulevard, Southeast in beautiful Albuquerque, Nuevo Mexico, 87108.
Come out
Man,
and
I
see
could do a
Robin Christian.
Yep.
I could do a radio spot for you guys.
That's right, man.
Yeah, we
Robin
got two
Christian,
singers.
Tyler Branded, 44th Army Band,
Yes.
APD Honor Guard. We got Kirtland Air Force Base. We got them all. Orbit.
Everybody.
Orbit's going to be there.
Orbit is going to be there. If you want to find out more information, if you want all the details of this event, all you got to do is text Gold Star to 79564. That is Gold Star to 79564. And since we're in the texting spirit, right, why don't you guys go ahead and text ABQ. Text ABQ to 72727, right? And we're going to get you hooked up with more information about the event, because when you land there, you're going to be turned on to a community event calendar, and all the information is going to be housed there as well. So if you are not on Facebook and you still need to find the information, you can go to the Go ABQ page, and it is
Yeah.
there as well, right?
If you want to submit, you got a new submit button on your.
That's right.
That's right. Boom.
Right, you
Submit.
can submit your event right from your cell phone now. Why? Because you made me aware of the challenge, and I said, you know what? We have to fix that,
Yep.
right?
Always
Yes.
let people know. Always.
And then I
always.
called Sarah, and she was like, I I have no chicken for you in my purse.
I know. Today. We did
Tomorrow
not
is a whole
come
new
prepared,
day.
but next time,
Yep.
chicken and.
Chicken and cheesecake,
Cheesecake.
in the purse.
But
Well-
we'll make sure it sits in there long enough so it's just right for you to
warmish.
drink the
Really warm.
Okay.
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Magic
go.
powers of the water.
Magic
Yeah.
powers of the water.
Chicken and cheesecake. We're ready now.
I'm gonna call you
That's
chicken,
chicken and
I'm gonna call you cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't call her chicken. She'd be really
I would
offended
be
by
upset.
Oh no, that might be the fun in it, right?
Yeah.
that. No, I'm,
Chicken.
That
I'm
could be the
chicken.
fun.
She's cheesecake.
I mean, I'm okay with chicken. Like, I like chickens. Like the animal
You like
Yeah.
to love them.
with the little feet.
Yes, they do have feet.
They do.
You eat bacon, right?
I eat bacon, but it has
You
to be
eat
pretty
bacon.
burnt.
Yeah.
You know, we should do a
Ay,
whole
ay.
show about microwave bacon because that
We should.
is
That's
the
gonna be
most
next.
amazing.
Wait a minute. How can you be okay with microwaving bacon but not chicken? I
It
don't
has
get
to be
that.
Is that the pre-cooked one?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
it's
pre-cooked. and It comes in
fantastic.
a little pouch.
Even
and
like
it's
kind
so
of like
convenient.
pre-cooked chicken that you warm up in the microwave.
It's really
Right.
not, Sarah.
Wait, so we have to get down to the bottom of this issue that you
My
have with microwave chicken.
psychological
Yes.
Good
rooted
luck.
issue.
There's probably a childhood trauma there with
Do we need
microwave
a
chicken.
whole
we were
nother,
coming. We were
like,
coming to a
hour for
close.
that
Now
one?
we
We
gotta
may.
work on
I
her
have a lot of
therapy.
issues, so it'll
Do
probably
you?
be like 3 hours.
That's a whole nother show.
Okay.
A whole nother. I have a
Well,
lot of issues.
To be
We'll
con-
switch.
to be
we'll
We're gonna
continued.
call it
we'll
chicken and
switch desks.
cheesecake.
We'll go over to that desk over there. You can put your feet up if you want,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll talk all about it.
Okay.
Therapy
Yes.
session.
Yes.
Chicken
we
therapy.
should. Chicken therapy.
Therapy.
So I got to tell you something, right? And this is the God to honest truth. At one point in my life, I worked in the animal husbandry arena, and I recruited chicken farmers. I was a chicken farmer recruiter. No joke.
Really?
Really.
I don't know whether to believe
Take
him
that
because
to-
he's been
No.
lying
I
this whole
know.
time.
Yeah.
Take
You're
that to
doing
your
that.
FFA group and
I'm
ask
not
them
sure.
if that
You
thing
have
is.
that little glisten of I'm
What
full
did you
of crap
wear?
again.
Well,
Like, what was
full
your
of it.
outfit for
Oh.
this?
Oh
my,
yeah.
my outfit was a suit. I was the recruit. I was a headhunter, recruiter. My job was to
chicken
go.
headhunter.
I was a chicken headhunter.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
My job was to go out and find these people that were experts in the animal husbandry arena, right, for a chicken farm, right? They needed legitimate chicken farmers.
I really hope you're not lying because this
I
is
am not
so
lying.
creative. I can't.
Who would make
Are
that
you
up?
thinking
You.
of a new job? Side hustle?
I think
I'm the
Benanka wants
chicken-
to be the chicken farmer.
Chicken
If there was
headhunter.
a job to be a chicken lover, I would be that.
Oh,
Would
like
you?
a cuddler.
Like a
A
cuddler.
chicken cuddler.
They probably have.
But you
those.
just wouldn't
YouTube
cook
it.
a chicken. That's what it is. Your love for the chicken does not allow you to see them being
No, she
cooked
must
and
hate
eaten.
pigs.
No,
She's like, I
no.
hate those pigs. I don't like pigs and I don't like cows. What? You eat beef jerky? You eat bacon.
All right, folks.
All
Well,
right.
thank you guys for tuning in
Boom.
on our hour and
We're
13-minute
done.
long show. That is
Yeah.
quite some time, but
And you know what? When,
hey,
when we
know.
drove up,
Yeah, it
I
was
was
fun.
telling her we should
We had
just
good
tell them
times.
let's just do 20 minutes. We don't
Yeah.
want
That's
to
a
take up
podcast,
everybody's
though.
day.
No, podcast
But we
goes.
did.
Yep. It's just because
Again.
we're so good at this now with the
Mhm.
sweating.
Right.
Look at this one.
You're welcome.
We did have to, readjust because I was like,
She was making me really
didn't
hot.
we have
Really hot.
we had this conversation last time?
Yeah.
That I'm sweating?
You.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I
hers
get
is
sweaty.
sweaty, but then for some reason I get near people and snuggle, and then I just heat up.
She
Really?
doesn't snuggle that many
That's
people.
why I'm way
for
over
the
here.
record.
Just stay away.
Stay
She
away.
only snuggles
I
Stay
didn't
away.
say I was gonna snuggle you.
She
Smell
wasn't
like, they smell like
gonna
chicken and
you.
cheesecake.
Okay, we're
Old.
gonna go before it escalates.
All right, guys.
All right,
Okay,
this was fun.
chicken, cheesecake. Thank you both for joining us today.
You're
and
welcome.
well,
Jared.
no,
That's all he gets.
no, he's not Jared.
What,
Did you guys-
Subway, Jared?
No.
What
no,
do we
no.
have you?
Wilson.
Oh, Mr. Wilson.
Oh,
yeah, I'm Wilson.
Mr.
Wilson.
Wilson.
Come get your real estate advice.
So if you're chicken and you're cheesecake and you're Wilson, who am I?
Microwave.
You're Al.
Al?
Yeah. The one Tim made fun of all the time.
Al.
Al Borland.
Oh, that's just. Ooh.
No,
I don't,
you don't
nah,
like it?
that's not.
Oh, man.
That's
there's-
not.
There's no connection there to Al.
Yeah, Wilson.
No, you're Wilson.
You're
Yeah,
Wilson.
That's
That's
your
a connection.
connection.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Now you
We're
get
better at
it.
this.
Now
I
I
think you'd
get
have
it.
to be Tim the Tool Man then.
Tool
Me?
man.
That's what they called him, Tim the Tool Man.
Tool Man Taylor.
I like toolboxes.
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh my goodness, that's like a whole nother thing with her
Yeah.
toolbox.
Toolbox.
All right,
If you
we're
have a
gonna,
toolbox,
we're
I am
gonna cut
in.
this off. Hey, I hope you guys make it out to the events. There are plenty of events out there for you. If you want to get connected, you can go to Thor, the Heart of Real Estate. Sign up, get involved, get plugged in. Be a part of the community. Be part of the solution,
Be
not the
about it.
problem. Yes, be about it. Yes.
Getting tattoos.
And
Be
eat
about it.
chicharrones.
Those are good.
Chicharrones.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Except for the ones from next door. They're not that good.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Get
they're
out of
gonna
line.
egg your car.
Are
Yes.
you hoping that they just improve it after watching
Yes.
That
Yes,
bad?
yes,
Okay.
yes. That's the
There
idea.
you go. Improve the chicharrones.
All right, folks. We will see you guys next time.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.